subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.
This show is in association with ABC Group, ABC Prime Trade Private Limited. Mobile number +91 9845002803. For more details, contact Mr. Deepak Malik. Phone number +91 9845002803.
Namaste, konnichiwa. Welcome to the Nupur Tewari Show. Let's talk business. And today we have very special guest, and he is Mr. K.S Bhatia, and he is the founder CEO of Pumpkart and figgital.com. So, Mr. K.S Bhatia, welcome to the Nupur Tewari Show. Let's talk business.
Thank you, ma'am.
So today we would love to know your success, your struggle, your failure, and today who you are, definitely. So we'd start with your the journey. How did you start your journey?
I started my journey with my failure only. So, because the show is based on the failure, so I will say that the journey also started from the failure. So I never call myself as a successful person. So if you say that I'm a most failure person, I 100% agree with you. So success is, I don't feel any entrepreneur always think of success. Okay, success in another word I would say is a satisfaction. Satisfaction is another name of death. So entrepreneurs keep moving, in life. So failure, ups and downs, these are part of the journey. So I have seen more failure because I have taken more risk. So when you take more risk, failures have to come. And if the failures are not there, you will not learn. So learning comes from the failures. So I learned from those failures.
Wonderful. So when did you start this entrepreneur life? When it started?
Though I started at the age of 18, but I wanted to be entrepreneur at the age of 5. So I was in a school, the teacher used to ask every student whatever they wanted to become. So when my turns come, I always say entrepreneur. They always say sit down. So that culture was not there, when we were studying in the schools, nobody was thinking, this is not good thing. So I was telling someone earlier, why entrepreneur culture is, not considered the best future in the country. I mean, this is not being opted by many people. The reason is that I would say the Bollywood is solely responsible. So earlier movies are like that. Every father is a businessman, either hero's father or heroine's father. So they usually are villains. So that, mindset has come in the minds of the people that every rich person is a villain. So they were not considered the good people. Always people used to say they make money with the, doing something wrong. It is not like that. So, but I think these startups have changed the mindset of the parents now. The thinking have been changed, and you would have seen the student, those who are doing engineering, doing IIT, engineering from IIT or management from IIM, and they all are going abroad or going in a multinational. Now they're not thinking. 70% they started thinking to start their own. So see the change. The 70% of the youth, those who are going in IIT, IIM, they wanted to start their own. They wanted to become entrepreneurs. They have seen those unicorns coming up. when this culture started, many are getting failure. So many failures are nobody, hardly one or two startups are being so successful. And things are getting changed. Who I would say, though the ratio is 4 to 5%. It was not even 1%. Earlier it was 0.5%, then 1%, now 4 to 5%. I'm sure by 25, I think around 20% people will be successful in their entrepreneurial journey. And and if any startup stay for 5 years, they are going to stay for a longer period. Some takes times, some just go up, and they, I feel when they go up, they come straightway down also. So slow and steady one should go. That is the learning journey. Better learning you come up. So, many startup become unicorn so fast, but they do mistake a lot of, because they don't learn in those time. Learning don't come in 2 years, 3 years. We study for 16, 17 years. Okay, education we do for 16, 17 years. How can we do the entrepreneurship learning? We can do it in 2 or 3 years. Not possible. So it's a journey of 5 to 6 years. Okay, minimum. If that journey is there, I took 7 years to reach in that level. So many up downs, so many failures. But one should not give up. If that quality is there, if someone, I don't think any startup can fail in life. One should not give up. They should, fight till they die. I would say, they should keep on trying, keep on trying. One should not give up.
So that should be the mantra, never give up.
Yes, this is what I learned from my father. My father always told the story of Robin Hood story. So they didn't. I learned when I was 4 year old. So this is what I learned. That was in my mind. So I said I will never give up life. My two startups earlier failed. I started in 2012. 2012 only that was failed, because that was without any plan. You know. So second also got failed also. So third was because it was my own business, and nobody can think of going with a pumps online business, because I just want to tell you that in India there are around 12,000 pump manufacturers, and out of 12,000, around 8,000 pump manufacturers having turnover more than $1 lakh. Okay, $1 lakh. So you can imagine how big. In Europe, there are not more than for 500 pump manufacturers, 500, 600. In US, not more than 200. And China is around 2,000, 3,000. So India is a big hub. Nobody thought of that to organizing that sector. And we are the largest exporter of water pumps in world.
Wow.
Because we have changed the business model. This is my story, so many ups and downs, how I could made a Pumpkart big, And I tell you one thing, time has come for me also when I wanted to close the Pumpkart also. My third failure was going to happen. But truly, believe me, I believe in God. And the God really helped me that day. You know what? And I still remember I took a decision on 24th September 2015. I will close this business. Okay, so I lost all my the amount. I have finished my, even one of my property has been sold. So everything's gone. But I thought, nothing. I have two small children. I said, no, I should do something else. Otherwise, I would have been in trouble, because there is no profit. The cash burning must keep on happening. And what happened to 24th September, I've taken decisions. So, and I have very bad habit. I used to buy a new car on my every birthday. You know, I used to spoil money also like this. So I am very fond of this. There's a story behind this why I was buying the cars, but I I don't want to make it lengthy here. So that year I thought I will not buy a car. I will take I will adopt 2 children. Okay, so why I adopted? Because I was doing a very worst thing in my life, telling my all employees, office is closed, you are gone. I can't pay the salary. So I didn't know what to do. I thought, okay, let's before I do anything wrong, let's do something good. So I on 26th September, it was my birthday also. So I adopted 2 children. So, but 26th September, it was not finished in US. Morning earlier on 26th September, Sundar Pichai talked about Pumpkart in front of Prime Minister of India. That is the new birth of Pumpkart. And
Wow.
by afternoon, the media around my house everywhere, and next day I was on the front page. The Prime Minister was not there in the front page. I was there in the front page in all the newspapers. So my name was mentioned. He said this is the innovation. Indians, mostly the startups are copying the ideas. So this man has not done the copy the ideas. He in their country tried to organize the sector, which is really impossible. So, and next day I went to the office. All media were there. Even the students across the colleges were there. And my signatures really turned into autographs that day. So that was an amazing day in my life. And the confidence level which I gained in my life, I never get in life. Then I decided, no close down. And those kids really turned up lucky for me. Still I'm taking care of them. They're still
Wow.
studying.
Wonderful
Okay.
karma you did. But it is such an inspiring story. The thing you were about to close, and within few hours, it turned out to be your success, and you
Yes.
became overnight celebrity.
Yes, overnight celebrity. It's all because of that Almighty was watching. One good thing you do in life now, and my father always used to say, the God never lives in temples. The God never lives in churches, never lives in gurdwaras, anywhere else. It's there inside in you. Okay, so that you should do the karam, he will watch you doing something good. So that was a game changer in my life. Always burning my things in other things. I was keeping my life luxury. I never thought of those things. I've changed now afterward. I have very small car now. Even become such a big businessman now. I'm still keeping a small car. I don't spend my life. During this Corona time also, I was wearing chappal and all. I become very humble now. My father taught me 3H: humility, honesty, and humanity, and honesty. So, but I think I was not maintaining that. Humanity has lost somewhere. I was just showing more. So that is the culture there in the Punjab also. If you don't have the car, you will not be entertained. But I said no, I don't want to be like that. I want to be humble. I don't want to spend. I want to help people. If you become a good entrepreneur, God is giving you good. You must help lots of people. So this is what I wanted to tell all the audience. It's entrepreneur is a gift from the God. You make so many money, and then you help a lot of people. You have to do it. You have to help a lot of people. You have to encourage people. So that entrepreneur is who gives a lot of jobs to the peoples. Who gives a lot of food to the people. This is what I would say. Entrepreneur is the God in this earth. If he's having that quality, if he helps people, the God need not to come from up and see. We should become good people. We should help people. This learning come the day I became the celebrity. Then I realized that God is so powerful. He turned my life in a seconds. One few
Wonderful,
words from
wonderful. Actually, now we'd love to know as you said, that you started with failure and now you are such a successful businessman. Though you, as I know, last time we talked, you said now you're still like 18 years old, you have hunger is
hunger is
there.
very the hunger should stay. I still in 2020 I was also again finished. Again I did mistakes. I told you I keep on taking risk, do mistakes. So, but I didn't give up. Now we are opening 300, 400 stores in one state itself. And that's what the game change happened in the corona. That also taught me a lot of things. Entrepreneur also get a time to think, but I personally feel a good entrepreneur should be who never gives up. And the second, he should be thinker as well as a doer also. Many people think they don't try even. They don't want to take risk. You have to take risk. You cannot be entrepreneur if you don't take risk. You cannot be called an entrepreneur. Risk has to be taken in life. So mostly people who take risk, if they keep on trying, they will be successful.
Great. So if you can tell me about your ups and downs, a little bit, because this show is watched by many entrepreneur, especially in India. So you can get just your ups and downs, so they can be motivated. They wouldn't give up. So it would be great if you can tell us, share your stories.
I'll just give you example. My daughter, she used to secure 95% every year. And ninth standard, she got 90%. She was very upset. She was almost crying. Then I told my journey. I said, I failed in the eighth standard. Okay. My teacher failed me because of some reasons. But that really taught me something. How important is the failure? You know, from that failure, I was very cautious in my life. Somebody done it intentionally because the teacher was my father's failed teacher. My father failed her, she failed me. So I became more cautious. When I went for engineering in Bangalore, I started my journey without telling my parent. I was going to the Punjab, bringing sweaters, shawls, and selling in Bangalore streets. Okay, so that was my journey. So it took 1 month to sell one sweater, but I didn't go. I was keep on going, the same shops every day. They were saying, okay, please get lost. Even they told their people, don't allow this person to come inside. But I was still going on, going on, going on. I said, no, I want to sell it. But the trust factor which turned up in their mind, when you keep on trying, the trust factor comes. That the trust factor, they realize that this guy is genuine, covering every day, we are throwing him out. Again, he's coming. He wanted to do something in life. That's the trust factor. This is what in business, when selling is, I don't know, you heard about the Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola, in 1 year, they sold 5 bottles when they started. And 5 years, they sold around 200 bottles. You can imagine. So success never comes like that. You have to try. One day you cannot be rich. Entrepreneur journey is not so easy. And when I sold my first sweaters, and I didn't stop. Within 20 days, I purchased my bike. Trust factor came up. When I gave the sweaters to the person, I said, okay, don't give me money, keep it. When you sell it, then you give them. Because I said, keeping the stock in 20 days, no fun. Then I thought, okay, I try some other solution. I said, you keep it when you sell it. And I went back to the hostel. He gave a call in the hostel. I need more sweater because I sold in 1 hour. The confidence came up. I had sweater, I sold, I gave all the sweaters to him. But I said, now I want money. Because I cannot give it because I need to get more sweaters now. So he gave me entire money for all the 5 sweaters. And I went again back after giving 5 sweaters to, again, next day I went back to Punjab. I was came back, he said, I need 20 more sweaters. So one customer I talking, and the whole in the hostel, the phone was keep on ringing for me, sweaters, sweaters. Then I started selling in the hostel itself, because that time Bangalore was different. In they have a winter time also. The entire because of the change of the climate of Bangalore has drastically changed. After Diwali in November, December, January, February, the temperature was always high there. So people used to wear the sweater that time also.
So from that sweater to today, Pumpkart and figgital.com. So
Well, I'm only knowing, sweaters are required in the South. People used to sell it there. So I thought, let's try. I know this business because my mom used to, I go along with my mom. She used to buy the things. So I learned from there how, at what price she used to buy it and all those things. So once she had gone to drop me in Bangalore, I saw one T-shirt. He asks, he said 100 rupees. So my mom brought that T-shirt at 20 rupees. So that quality is very important. Negotiating power. If you have a good negotiation power, you will automatically get the selling power also. So these things, you come from the small level, when you go on the street selling things and all. So I sometimes I tell the government also, why you put so many energy on, teaching students? Why not the people on the streets? Why not to make them entrepreneurs? Educate them, their children, because they are always stand with those on the radies and on the street foods. They will be better entrepreneur for our country. Nobody thinks, I always think out of the box. When the solution doesn't turn up, you have to think in other way. I think all the street foods or other people, those who are selling on the streets, their children should be taught entrepreneurship. They would be the great entrepreneur for our country because they learn from home,
wonderful.
they learn from the books, they learn from the institutions. Because learning from the home is a totally different. I learned all negotiation thing from my mom. So So, so thing has changed. I think parent must give a time to the children. They should taught, they should must taking them out for a, when they're going for a shopping and all, they should see how to buy the things also. Send my son, he is now 18, he know how to drive also. I said, go out and buy the things. He buys all daily needs for home. I told my wife not to buy, he should buy. Because if he has to be successful, he should know how to buy things. So when
So
he said some price, I tell no, this is high price. Next time you must get some more discounts. So these are small things really matters. If you learn all these things should turn up. These things won't teach in the schools. I was giving one presentation in a school. I was called. I said the school management, please send your students not in any theaters movie. Every week you take them for a movie. Take them on the roads. Tell them to purchase things, buy things. They will learn more things. They they said no, our culture didn't allow this. Why are you thinking culture? This is the culture is going to happen. Because online shopping, when you do the online shopping, aaj see, parents are not able to buy online things, the children are buying it because they don't know, they are not very familiar with the buying online. So but they also do mistake, but if they are familiar with pricing and all outside also, they can do better things.
true, true.
So I think we have to teach each and small thing wherever there is a buying, wherever there is a selling. Any businessman who is going for a meeting for anything must take his son or daughter along with. Either is a young or at least they see how the deals happen, how the negotiation happens, how the selling happens.
True, very true. So you are a successful businessman, you're a successful entrepreneur, though you always say that, I know that you would say that hunger is still there and I want to be more and more, definitely. You will keep doing, but we'd love,
There is a Pepsi ads was there in, I think it was in 1986 or 85. That ad was Dil Mange More. So same here with me. That was my favorite ad, Dil Mange More.
so
So
here
I
we'd love to know your advice for all those entrepreneurs today, those who are starting. Would love to know what is you want to say for them.
I want to say first, I told you also that you never give up in life. That's very important. The second is uh, you have to take risk in life. entrepreneur is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. If you are, if you want to do entrepreneurship, do job in any startup. If you don't want to be entrepreneur, then you go to the corporate and work there. Working in the corporate culture, then making a startup is very difficult. Working in a startup culture, then making a startup is very easy. You will learn more of things because you will be involved in a lot of activities. You will be the I would say all-rounder type person. You can do multiple things. But in corporate, you can do only one thing, that department which they will give you. You cannot move in other department. In startup, you can move in any department. You can learn any damn thing. The multitasker, if you want to be multitasker, must work in a startup. For any entrepreneur in today's time, any technology, they have to be multitasker. Because in the initial stages, they have to do a lot of things initially alone. So you have to be multitasker. And the third is, I want to say that you have to be crazy, you have to be mad, and you have to be hungry.
Out of the box.
Out of the box. You have to think out of the box. In Hindi, we call it, सीधी उंगली से घी नहीं निकलता, उंगली टेढ़ी करनी पड़ती है. You have to turn the finger, then you take the things out. Never give up in life. That's very important. Keep on trying. There are a number of ways. There's nothing impossible. I tell everyone, impossible means I'm possible. If you say that I'm possible, then everything is possible.
So nothing is impossible. Everything is possible. And being crazy, thinking out of the box, and stay hungry.
And big dreams, many, many big dreams. Don't think you can't make Google. Don't think you can't make Facebook. Don't think you can't make Instagram, Microsoft, anything. You can do bigger than those things. But dreams should be big.
Wow. You are giving me dream too, Now today I'm thinking like what I can do big.
Anything possible. If you think that you could make a bigger than the ABC channel, you can make it. If you think you can make bigger than the Reuters, you can make it. But you have to dream, you have to think.
Wonderful, wonderful, Mr. Bhatia. I think all the viewers today, all the entrepreneurs, they got so much inspired and energy that I think they're going to start, from today itself, starting their new startup, starting their new venture. And
it's very important. You have to fail in life. Until you fall down, you never get up. You have to fall in life. Keep on falling, keep on falling. It means you keep on taking risks. Think big. And if you think big, failure is going to happen. Don't worry, nothing will happen. Face the failure, then don't give up. You will be a very successful person.
Wonderful, wonderful, dream big, keep falling, and again stand up, and you will be definitely very successful person. So this is Mr. Bhatia said, and with this today we would like to end today's session here. Definitely you can ask, if you have questions, you can definitely ask to Mr. Bhatia, and we will convey those questions to him, and he would be glad to answer those questions. Thank you so much, Mr. Bhatia, for your time and giving us so much energy.
I would be very happy if at least one or two people learn from me. They will take risk and do something big. Thank you.
I'm sure they will. They will. And yes, so thank you so much. And Subratri, good night. Oyasminasai. Namaste.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.